Test, test. That is working. Welcome, one and all. Greetings, sophants and sapiens, ladies and gentlemen, those that are neither, and everyone in between. I am the Sarcasm Detector, also known as the Lowlife Cat on Twitch, and I am a cat, a VTuber, and a variety streamer. Today we're going to be playing some more Transport Fever 2 on the map that we started not so long ago. I have some plans. I'm just letting it run at the moment to build up a little bit of cash, because we're going to have to build and place down a lot of vehicles. I have plans for today, but we'll get to that in a second. For those of you who are new to the channel, I like to do chill and calm content for the most part. There might be mayhem, or even shenanigans, or even tomfoolery going on the screen, but I will be my usual calm and laid back self as usual. I'll try to be. It doesn't always work out, but that is the goal that we're going for. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And if you do enjoy it, hit that thumbs up button. And if you don't, well, hit the thumbs down button. It lets me know how I am doing. And consider subscribing to the channel. It will let you know whenever I upload a video or start streaming. Also, consider supporting the channel by becoming a Patreon. The link for that should be down below in the description. We're going to be diving into this. The music, by the way, is by Stream Beats. We got some lo-fi going on in the background. And hopefully that's going to be a chill evening. So last time we ended off, we had set up a train track between the crude oil, the oil refinery, and this crude oil, and a fuel refinery over here. And we're going to be sending that up to this town. Now, there's a number of things I want to do. I have realized that this passenger line is getting quite full. So we might change the trains up. Let me pause it for a moment. We have a nice surplus of cash now. I did move the date forward up to 1979. I might push it up into the 80s as well. It depends on how we go. But yeah, there's a lot of passengers wanting to take this line all the way up north to Johnton Whitworth. So we're going to have to either add more trains or upgrade the trains that we have. Probably we're going to be upgrading the train. Additionally, I've taken a look at this. There is a little bit of a bottleneck doing the cargo transport between Braunston and Eccleshall. So what I might do is put down a additional train line that goes from somewhere over here, heading down parallel this road, or almost parallel this road, up to over here somewhere, and then actually connecting up to Dover as well, because Dover needs a connection. We don't have anything to feed Dover, but that's fine. Dover actually has some plastics that we can make. So that's something to build up towards. And additionally, what I've been thinking is perhaps maybe putting in another train line that goes from Braunston up past Chester, past Tring, and all the way up north to Wincanton. The other thought I had was possibly an airport of some kind from Chester that goes all the way up north to Wincanton. This area, I do want to connect it all to Pont Whitworth, so we can also possibly have a train line that heads out of Pionton, past Lutton, up to Wincanton. And one other possibility is having that airport that we build up here also connect across the map all the way down to Dover. That's a lot of stuff to do. So we're going to actually just start out from this end first. And we're going to place down a train. To do that, we need the building for that, which is this guy. Cool. Now, we already have the lines established. Indeed, we only have vehicles on this line, and we ran out of cash, unfortunately, at that point. But now we have plenty. So let's buy some vehicles. The tracks themselves are low speed, no electric, so we're gonna have to go with diesel or steam. And we only have the Class A4 as a steam engine. Tractive effort is 158 and 1,986 kilowatt. If I go diesel, that one's 120. It's a little bit cheaper, but it's got more tractive effort. Less power though. It is cheaper. What is this? 7 million and 1.2 million for maintenance. This one is 5 and 900. This is 90. This is definitely cheaper. And then there's this one, which is almost as powerful as the steam engine for almost the same price, but it does go a little bit faster. It's got more tractive effort. The tracks are maxed out at 120 kilometers an hour, so we might as well just stick with the AA16. And the track color is green, or the line color is green. And for cargo, we're going to need tank cars. A lot of tank cars. And that drops down to mediocre. I'm wondering if we need 2 trains for this. How much is that? 120 capacity. So we down to 105 and make 2 trains. That's 26 million. Or we just have the one large train. Really large train. We go up to that, and then we add another diesel. Make sure both of them are at the front of the line. 232. The size, I think I maxed out the size of the train station, so that should be fine. 195 capacity and 25 mil for this track. I'm just kind of wondering whether we do 2 trains or 1 long train. That is the question that I am fussing with. If it's 2 trains, we can basically cut this down in half. It's only good. Let's go for the 1 train. 195 capacity, 25 mil. Buy that for me, please. And I made a mistake. That should be yellow. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, there's the yellow. And on you go, onto the track. So now if I click on the train, it says 280 is how much it's moving. We will probably need another train then. We can probably shrink that train down. All right, so that is going to pick up stuff from the crude, deliver it to here, and then go pick up more crude from there and deliver it to here, and just cycle. It's going to be like a pendulum between the two. Over here, I don't know how much this is going to make. And we have 150 here for these tankers. I'm going to add 1 more vehicle. And these are good condition. So now this is at 227. I did add the train, right? Unpause it for a sec. You know what? We'll leave it at 227. Next up is the line up here, the Chester delivery. So where is this guy? So the green line that takes stuff from here to there, it's got to be, let me just keep this highlight and pin, because we're going to need about 200 to start off with. My vehicle And this is a tanker truck. Interesting. So we can use that for delivery, but this is what we're going to go for first. I'm buy one initially. Green line that. That on the fuel line and only doing 20. Okay. So now we know. Double that. That should jump up to 40. Double that again. For 80. 160. And then that should be 200. Okay, and then from here we need a delivery line as well. Let's buy some of these smaller ones here. DLD 20 tank truck. We'll buy 4. And put that on the delivery. How much does that make us? Wow, okay, way too much. Way too much. Manage the vehicle. And park those. That should bring us down to 360. That's a lot. Okay, let us unpause. And we're gonna watch this train. We're gonna follow it. Choo-choo. Well, it's a diesel, so it doesn't really go choo-choo, does it? Oh. It's gonna go all the way to the far end, I think. Yeah, it's gonna go all the way to the far end. That's fine. And of course, this is absolutely my favorite part of the game. It's not even gonna stop here, is it? No, there's nothing for you here. There you go. Keep going. And hopefully we'll have some cash left over to upgrade our passenger line. Add some nice trains to it. And look, we already have quite a bit of crude oil here. How much are we picking up? Just 50. What I will do for a second, let's pause it. When I go into my settings, audio. Voiceover is pretty high. Sound effect. Let's bring the sound effects down to 20 and maybe the voiceover down to 4. Because I still want to be able to hear the music, and I can't hear the music while we're zoomed in on the train like that. And there's the bridge up ahead of us. It's a nice bridge. Once we get further up in the years, we'll probably get a better bridge. And let's see. Oh, that looks like quite a bit of crude oil here. Almost full. That is a good sign. That is pretty decent. So we'll just wait till we get to the station here and see how much money we make. Train is currently losing us money. It's a farm. It'll take a minute or two to sort itself out. Okay, 2.3 million for that. That's pretty good. How much we got here? 86. So we might be a little bit overboard on this train. This guy is producing, it does have a bunch stored. And these guys are delivering. 200. And we're not yet producing 200. How much is the train carrying? So we can cut this train down by half, it looks like, and save ourselves a little bit of cash. How much is here? 100? Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. So because these guys are different lengths, we might actually need to have 2 different trains on this instead of having the one train swing around. Let's take a look. Just want to keep monitoring this situation. Train is the crude line is doing all right. 167 from this end. If it's going to be 167, I might knock off one tanker off the end of this train. Let it cycle through a little bit more. By the way, stored. That's good. We're not running out of oil before the train comes in, or crude, I should say, 2.4 million. So we're now in the positives for this. Fantastic. How about you? 78. How much are you producing? You're producing 400, but it doesn't look like you're producing 400. Over here, production is almost at 200. Shipment is a little low. There's nothing hanging up here. Over here, for this line, we are losing a little bit of cash. That is because it's basically, they head up there and then deliver it and come back empty all the way back here. I could shorten the route by adding a road like this. And then we can reduce the amount of vehicles on the road. Oh, look at Chester. It is growing now. It's getting its stuff. We do have passenger issues. Not that many, though. We're at 50 million. And production 200. Shipment is still 100. Consumers. All right, so that's pretty much all we're going to get. It's only going to produce that much amount. Where is my train? And it is carrying 157. All right, pause. I'm going to edit this and we're just going to knock off 1, maybe 2. 165 capacity. I think that should be fine. Modify, thank you, and we get a little bit of cash for that as well. And unpause, we have 52 million. We can consider looking at this passenger line here. There is actually 21 people on this side of the line. But if I go here, it's got 149 people waiting. So let's take a look at trains or passenger. We still have the Mirage, which is only 125. We have a diesel. That's no good. So the current trains we have are 125 kilometers. And we're actually using these guys, the retrofit. Very efficient trains, very low upkeep, and they're cheap and they just work. What is that? 140 kilometers for that. 120 and 100. So we are not going to get much improvement, unfortunately. I was really hoping I'd have a passenger thing that would be an improvement. Take a look here. The BR it's actually really good, 200 kilometers an hour. It's just a shame we don't have passenger wagons that can support that. The Series 1042 does about 140. So maybe we'll switch over to 140 and just have some long train. What's that? 12 million and 2 million per year. Whereas this one's 30 million. Let's add that. And I forgot to change this color, didn't I? Did forget to change the color. Train Sphinx, how you doing, bud? Okay. We're gonna go with this one, 140 kilometers an hour, because yeah, that's all we can do. 21. Shall we start with a 40 capacity train, that or 84 capacity? That is 19 million for that. And still excellent. Add another one, 105. Okay, no. Let's stick with the excellent, because that's pretty much 105. I think that should be fine. 21 million. Let's bite the bullet. We'll put it there. But before I add it to the track, we are going to go. These guys, there's 118 people on the train right now. Manage, and all of you, I am sorry. Go back to the depot. Yes, unable to find path. That's fine. Let it run for a sec. Okay, now they basically, why can you not? What did I mess up that they can't go through? You know what? They need to have a line through here. That's what I messed up. It's my fault. I apologize. We don't need switches on that end, so that's fine. Okay, so if I go back to over here, manage vehicles, go back. Yes, please. There you go. I click on this guy. I need you to go on this line. And we can get to watch this train. This is our biggest moneymaker, so I am really nervous about messing with this. He's got to wait till all the trains come back. Come on, let the train out. Let him out. Let him out. And here we go. Choo-choo. Let's see. Yeah, baby. And there's our guy. He's like dirty and stuff. Why are you dirty like that? You're not a steam train operator. You're an electric train operator. Electric should be cleaner than like... He looks like he's been shoveling coal. That's what it is. I see a problem. Let's pause it for a sec. Okay, that one's good. Just want to make sure there's no other trains that are stuck on this end of the line. There is not. Okay. No, just turn around. Hey. Turn around, buddy. You know what? Off you go. You're gone. That's it. You are done. You're giving me a headache like that. We will just sell you off. Like the piece of metal that you are. Chugga, 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 choo choo. Let's go. And yeah, he's doing 140, so that is a lot better than 125. I would prefer 200, but that is just meh. Maybe if we go into the 80s. We gotta make sure that this line is stable and making us money before we continue with anything else. Seriously? Did I not just check for these guys? Went through and looked for those trains, right? And we didn't see any on this end of the line. Naughty, naughty train. Where did it come from? And we'll see how many people are waiting for the train here. There should be plenty. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at all these people. Okay, how many? Is that going to fill the train up? Almost, but that's still a profit. That's still good cash for me. And we're heading down the other direction, just enjoying the view. Oh, by the way, Sphinx, I set the whistle stops on this thing. You'll see here in a second when we cross the road. There's some whistle stops. Should be any second now. And there's another crossing up ahead, just over here. Just around this bend, actually. It is a really long route. It crosses. There you go, toot toot. I have it set so as soon as the train is crossing, it'll honk. It'll do its horn thing. That way, anyone crossing the tracks illegally there will, they will know that it was a train that hit them. They won't know it for very long, but they will know. They're not going to be like, "What the hell hit me?" They'll know exactly what hit them. I want to see 93. That's an almost full train. How much money is that going to make us? 4. Wow. That's 4 million. Okay, there's still 100 people there. I think the one train should be sufficient for the moment, because here it hasn't quite built up yet. No, but I'm happy with that. That is making us profit. And I think configure platforms, passenger building. I'm gonna add some passenger buildings to this. Let's put a big one. Like that. Then an additional. And up here, we'll do something similar. Configure you, buddy. It's into our profit just a little bit, but it's fine. It's so that people don't leave; they'll stay. Because if they wait too long and there's no storage for the passengers, they will leave. Which reminds me, we should do something similar for here, because that's starting to stack up. How much is that? 296, and that's 222. Maybe I shouldn't have shrunk the trains. Okay, shipment 400. Really? No. There's no way it's shipping 400. It's 256, 252 on that end. So you are making what? 226, shipment is 200. That's fine. Most of the stuff is getting delivered. Okay. Over here, its shipment is just 100. Consumer is because it only needs 100. That works. And we're back up to 43 mil. So we are doing good. Let's take a look at this corridor here that we talked about. That'll be a second train station. So pause it for a sec. And I think what we will do is we'll do like 4 lines, like a cargo line and a passenger line as well going through here. And we'll just keep an eye on this guy in case we need to add more. We will definitely need another train on this, by the way. But there's just not quite anything that requires, well, he needs fuel. Okay, yeah. Printing money. It is literally almost not literally printing money. It's very close to printing money. This guy needs fuel. I need something that is primarily fuel. 44 there, but that's a pain in the ass to get that set up. Wincanton. Speaking of printing money, I was thinking of having some kind of airport to join Wincanton and Chester, and that will definitely print us money, although we will need a hefty sum of cash in the bank before we do that. Also, we have 0 loan, which I like. I love that. Train, building, and I don't think I will continue the train line up this because it's just way too busy here. I might do is put just a station here and have that go up through here up to Chester from this side, because down from here there's just way too much stuff. I'd have to, well, technically I could rebuild the roads, rebuild these connections and have a bridge, but it's really tight because I would have to, snake around these guys. Yeah, it's not worth it. So maybe something from here up into Chester. So it'll end up Bronson will have 3 different train stations. What I need is a endpoint. That's the passenger terminus. Yeah, why not? 320, and we will go with high speed for this. And electric. Like that. Okay. I like that. That's pretty decent. Stuff that there. Over here. Just want to keep an eye on where Dover is. We're going to have maybe a tunnel through here. Connects to that. That's good. That bus station. And we should be able to have a fairly straight line past the woods there into. Let's get one of these guys also. By the way, did I do that correctly? I did. Could do it from here. Here. That's. I think that works. Let's put the tracks, catenaries, yes. All the fun stuff on this track. Gonna be expensive. Let's see that. It is mostly straight. There is a small bit of tunneling here, which is nice. And then up in here. And it looks like it's all 300 kilometers up and down. Very nice. They are snapped to each other. I just have to double check because sometimes they will They'll snap in one location. It's a swoosh. One long swoosh. Like that. And let's do the crisscrossy thing here. We'll start from here. We can't do 200. Damn. Are you sure we can't? No, it does. It won't let us do 200. Is it because it's slightly bent? I'm trying to make like a high speed switch here. And he's not gonna let me. Buddy, oh, why are you doing this? Why won't you work? Is 180 too much? I swear I've done like really fast switching things here before. You know what? That's fine. Sometimes you don't want to spend too much time arguing with a game. Yes. Add the signals. That's the last point. Over here, same thing. Yes, and then the other side of the line. It doesn't like that. So 200, 300, 300. What are we bumping into? This guy. Whale. All right. Which means we just have to extend the track a little bit past this guy, and then we can swoosh. Bring it as close as possible. It's all 300. That is good. That looks good. 300 down the line. No slowdowns. Hopefully. No, that looks absolutely perfect. And this should make us mad amount of cash as well. Hopefully. Sure they're all snapped to each other. You guys are all snapped. You are. Nice. Over here, between the trees. Double switch. We're going to have to put a depot here somewhere as well. Yes, thank you. Now, for our depot, yeah, the upper train is going to be going that way, and the lower one's going to be going that way. Those all switches. I will put the depot in. Then the signals. I will start off with one heading in. We don't need one heading out because it's the station. It's fine. And then over here, I'm pretty sure we don't need this amount of signaling. That's fine in case in the future we add many trains. Many trains. You know what we'll do? I was gonna do a stop. Nah, it's fine. I'm gonna do like a stop before and after, but it's fine. And again, heading into the station. That's good. And over here. Heading into the station. Now, I'm not going to do a cargo line on this section, not yet anyways. That's for the future. But I will do a cargo line, but no, you know what? I did a dumbass move here, didn't I? I wanted to put the cargo line. Arg. Wow. Yes. I did a dumbass. Take off those signals. Got a little bit ahead of myself. I apologize. To add the cargo line, we're going to have to expand the station. And we'll start with the cargo. We are going to go with low speed tracks, I think, for the cargo, because I think we're limited to 120. Are we limited to 120? Let's check it out. Cargo. 120 is what we're limited to. And of course, we can always upgrade them at a much later date. Ooh, cargo building. We'll add that. And what I will do, add one of those, and a big one of these guys. And a nice side build. That's one side. Over here, we have to do the exact same thing. Configure. No, one of these. Also, just keeping half an eye on our cache. That's good. Okay, now for cargo buildings, do I need to put it up here on this side? I think I do. I think it's fine if I put it up on this side. Add one of these guys here. We can put like a road there if necessary. Passenger. I'll add one of these. And that should be enough for that. Okay. And now, tracks. No, and no. So just regular track. Is that snapped? It's not snapped. That is snapped though. Let's go to here. And just like that. See, I can't go too far. It won't let me. It'll break the snap. Here we go. So we still need to do the swoosh thing. Let's do it. Nice. And over here we need to do the swoosh thing. The switch thing. Yes, okay. Come back to this end. This is where I wanted to put the depot. And yes, for catenaries on this one. we do this. Damn, we only got the one slip. Grrr. Oops. Didn't want to do that. We'll fix that. That's no problem. That's 2 switches. And I won't do the third. You know what, let's get rid of this tree. And this tree. That. Still won't do it, huh? Man, this thing is fussy. Game is being extra fussy tonight. I mean, technically we can do it like this and then that works. That works really well. And from over here, where is the signal? Is over there. I mean, too much curvature. Let's make sure this is set up correct. Yes. And yeah. Lol, this is not too much curvature? This is not too much curvature, but the one before was. Okay. Game, sometimes I do not understand you. Back to our signals. Make sure that's all set up. I have one here. How much cash we have? Oh, our cash is dwindling. I'll have to put the cargo things right next to. You see what the? Huh. What is this bullshit? Yeah. What is this bullshit? The tracks are separating here. That's what it looks like. You know what? I'm fine. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. Side. That should be fine for this end. Okay. And just to double check, the bus station here is connected. And you are connected to that bus station. Perfect, or that bus stop, I should say. So we need to set up a couple of lines. First one would be we'll do the passenger line first. There we go. I was wondering why is this dark purple? It should be light purple. Here. Dark purple. Mehdi Triguit. Is that how you pronounce it? Welcome to the channel, and hi. First part here. And going to here, and we'll just make sure it is correct. It is not. So I wanted to go, where is cycle line 1? There. And use both terminals. And on this end, the same thing. So 2, is that right? Yeah, it heads straight out. And use both terminals if available. And then we'll do the cargo line as well. We are gonna have to do a bit of cargo transferring. I think that's our drop here. Let me see this line. This is the delivery line. Okay. Got the bricks. Because the bricks we're getting from over there, it's being delivered to here. So, and the food. We'll sort that out in a second. So next line is going to be the cargo line, which we said are going to be yellow. Yellow line. Down to here. And that is set up incorrectly. Which I suppose means on this end it is also set up in reverse. There we go. That should be fine for those two, and then we'll add one more passenger line between Dover and thing. We're gonna have to put some stuff in Dover to get passengers moving around a bit. And over here, we don't really need, we just need the one actually line there. It's fine. It'll be fine. We might need to, we will put a cargo line over to it eventually. Manage the line. And this should have set it up correctly. It did. Also use both track. Now, what I need to look at is the amount of passengers going through. On this bus, it's 69. However, no one waiting here. Rest of the bus line here, 4 people waiting. So approximately 70 people. It's going to be a smaller train than the other one. By vehicle. And not, yeah, this is the one. Dark purple, please. And passenger. The Einheitswagen 2. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. 3. Do we do 3 or 4? Okay, for capacity. We'll go for 4. And we'll add it to this line. A. Is it because of this section is not electric? But what? Fine. Tools. Catenary part. We'll just make sure these parts are electrified and high speed. If it'll choose them. And that worked. Okay. Before we ride that train, what I'm going to do is come here over to you guys, manage vehicles, all of you, head back to the depot. We're closing the bus line. And it should take it a minute or two. We already have buses going around town connecting these guys. Snap on the train. And let's go for a ride. Nice. I like that. I like that a lot. And it, of course, it's going to take a trip or two for the passengers to notice that, hey, there's no more bus line connecting the cities. There's actually a nice train and switching over. Of course, they have to get there, so they have to, ride the buses within the town to get there. So we're going to be losing money initially, but that's fine. The other train is making us mint. Hopefully, we're going to have to come back and check on the other train, the one that's heading up north to Pyont or Point. I don't know how you pronounce it. These are European names for these towns. A lot of them are English names, but there does seem to be some German and other things. I'm not sure why the catenaries are doing that. Well, they are catenaries, so they just do whatever they want, right? And 17 people. That's not a lot. It'll build up, though. We are playing this on hard difficulty, by the way. Not very hard, just hard. Now we're going to have to do the same thing for these guys. How many people we have here waiting? 13. What about here? 21. Why are you waiting for people? There's nothing there. This bus route. Where's my road depot? Do I not have a road depot here? That's one. No. Should be over here. You should have all the buses. You don't have all the buses, you have some of the buses. Where'd the rest of the buses go? That's fine. So I want them to go on these guys. This will be red, and which one was it? Number 1? Bus 1. So they'll travel all the way over to here and complement this route. Which, yeah, there's just not enough buses on this route. Come on, guys. How are we looking here? 30 people. Fantastic. How's the cash situation? Not that great. Over here, there's 2. Where is the train? How many people are you carrying? 46. So that should be a little bit of profit. Let's see over here. How much money this is making us? $877. So that should be pretty decent once the amount of people climb up. Look, there's more people coming in. Very nice. From the bus stop right there. And people leaving. Cool. And are you a bus? You're not the bus. Are you the bus? You're not the bus. Where are the buses that I sent over? There they are. You can watch the buses drive around because this is a nice road. I built this road. I made it nice and straight, and mostly straight actually. What's this bus doing? It skipped a whole bunch of stops and just went to here. That is odd. And you know what? This is a nice town with all the different elevation levels up and down and shit. That's good. And another train is coming in. 200. That is not that good. It is not. So I guess when we get this town up and running, it'll be a bit better. Let's take a look at this line. It's losing us money. Why is this line losing us money when we have 105? Just have to keep an eye on the things because I don't want to get smacked by doing a mistake. All right, that's 4 million. And then how much are we getting on the way back? It's pretty much almost full. So that's still a nice amount of cash. I just want to keep an eye on this. See, the trains keep making us money after they delivered the passengers because the passengers have to, they'll be taking like different routes, I guess. Yeah, it's fluctuating. I'm hoping that will stay at a high point until we get back here where there's 70 people and climbing. It's a bit of a long trip, but hey, that's where the money is. Here. Just gonna keep that pin for a sec. Take a look at this line. Okay, this line has taken over, making us cash. And yeah, you are. The issue is like this here. We only require that much fuel. So we're definitely going to have to add a few more consumers. Yeah, this is... Come on, train, you can do it. You can do it. All right. There's a bit of overhead, quite a lot of overhead actually, on this, but it's generally positive, so that's a good sign. Good. What about you? Are you still losing us money? You're losing us quite a bit of money. So in that case, we have no choice. We're gonna have to cut this down. Reduce the amount. 63. We go with 42. Give us a bit of cash back. And then let's take a look at the cargo between the two. So first of all, I need to get the food over to here. And then there's going to be bricks that need to be delivered. So do I do a second delivery line? That might actually be the best choice here. In that case, we just need a truck stop. We don't need a depot because that counts as a depot. Building truck stop here. That should be fine. And then we'll make a line. There's the one transfer line. Dark green. Over to there. And that looks pretty good. And then we can get rid of some of these trucks actually. That should actually help the city. There's less of this traffic going through the center of the city causing noise pollution. All right, Sphinx, you have yourself a good night. I will catch you very soon, and check out the VOD later to see how it turns out. All right, we're gonna pause it. 29 mil. Okay, we are doing so good. Oh, we have to add the actual train to the cargo line, don't we? So first of all, this is getting a bit overloaded, isn't it? This line. Manage vehicles. Actually gonna just sell all these vehicles. Yes, because I want the flatbed to go, the elf flatbed. Doesn't carry as much. Did I make a mistake there? I might have. Got a bunch of stuff here. Okay. In that case, maybe we'll take these guys. What are these guys? This is the man. Put it on the dark green and put it on the transfer to line. Right, how much is that moving? 119. That is not enough. Let's double those. Yes, please. That should be 238. That is good. Let's make sure we are set up on this end as well. And we are gonna have to move the bricks from here this line. You know what we can do is just add a, like we did before. Something over here would be good. And then we manage the line, take it off that side, and put it here. Huh? Okay, that worked. That absolutely works. So, and then we need some vehicle. Hey, we do have a depot here. How did I not see that before? I am so blind by a couple of these guys. Actually, more than a couple. Put it on a dark green. Dark green. And check how many are we moving. Not enough. Move it a little bit faster. There we go, 283. And now we need to put a train on the line. So let us take a look. We were using the diesel one. This guy. Add him. Now cargo. We're going to be moving bricks and food. That is good for bricks. And the box car. And or we can have two trains, one carrying food, the other carrying brick, but I don't like doing that. I'll knock that down a bit. Mediocre. And that is still mediocre. I turn it to 2. That is 25, almost 26 mil for these trains. Let's try that out. You. Train 10. Let's go. And this is going to take a few minutes to sort itself out. That shouldn't take too long. In fact, this would be a good moment. Let me take a look at the time. 1 hour and 30 minutes streaming. This is a good time to actually take a very quick break. I'm going to leave the game running. We'll do it like this so you guys get to see the trains go back and forth. I'm just going to take a very quick bathroom break. I'm going to leave this going back and forth. And hopefully we don't crash and burn with this build. I'll be right back in a couple of minutes, guys. For those of you who are watching this in the future, this is just the end of part 1. Part 2 is going to be coming up very soon. There should be a link to it popping up on the top left-hand corner of your screen. So stay tuned, everyone.